If you are broke and you take the weekends off, it will never, ever, ever change. Weekends are a luxury for once security is established. Let's just do the math here. You have 7 days a week, but let's say you only execute 5 of those days. That means you're only executing 70% of the time. That means 30% of the time you're not executing. Okay. So do you think that you are that good to where you could beat someone who's equally as good as you by giving them an extra 3.6 months a year? It's impossible. It's mathematically impossible. And people don't think of it like that. Mm-hmm. They think of it like, well, it's the weekend. Yeah, man, those 2 days are costing you money and everything. You don't get it. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society. And welcome to reality, guys. Today, we have Q&AF. That's where you submit the questions, and we give you the answers. Now, you can submit your questions a number of different ways. DJ's going to tell you how.
Guys, the first way is you can email your questions in to askandy@andyfrisella.com. You can also check the link in the description below and submit your information for a chance to be on the Q&AF call-ins. Or you can also leave your questions in the comments of the Q&AF videos on YouTube.
Yes. Thank you, DJ.
You're welcome.
Also, we have shows within the show. Tomorrow, we're going to have CTI. That stands for Cruise the Internet. That's where we talk about what's going on in the world. Then we have Real Talk. Real Talk is just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk. And then we have 75 Hard Verses. 75 Hard Verses, where someone who's completed the 75 Hard program comes on the show. They talk about how they were before, how they are now, and how they use 75 Hard program to stop being a turd, basically. Yeah, that's what they do. All right. And you can get that entire program for free at episode 208 on the audio feed. Okay. That's 208 on the audio feed only. That will give you the entire Live Hard program. Now, if you're unfamiliar, 75 Hard is just the initial phase of the Live Hard program. So if you want the whole thing, go to episode 208. It will give you the entire thing for free. You can also go to andyfrisella.com and get the book on mental toughness, which will include the entire Live Hard program, plus a whole bunch of extra content on the importance of cultivating mental toughness, how to do it, how to apply it to your life, and why it's extremely important. So that book is not free, but it is very good. So with that being said, we do have a fee for the show. The fee is very simple. If you get value from the show, if it makes you think, if it makes you laugh, it teaches you something, it gives you new perspective, do us a favor and share the show. All right? That's the fee. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right. What's up, man?
I mean, how are you, man?
Good.
You know?
Good.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I mean, I'm just still recovering a little bit from the pre-show.
Abuse
that just happened.
Yeah.
I'm never wearing this again.
Workplace abuse. I mean, should we play the clip of what happened?
No, I
Do we have that? Okay, we just put that right here. Here's what happened. He looks like a whole forest.
That's wild.
See that? I get a trophy for that shit. That shit's funny.
Joe, I think
DJ
you need to
like
just remove. Joe,
DJ
no,
looks like a nature
Joe,
preserve.
you can't do that.
Bro, DJ's gonna have environmental activists hugging him. We're gonna come in here. Greta Thunberg's gonna be on him, dude.
Leave him alone. That's diabolical.
Yeah, it is. I hope you got it on tape. All right, we ready?
I mean, yeah, we're gonna start my Glock real quick. Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude. How did that make you feel?
I'm over here thinking, I'm like, all right, Dave.
It does look good, man.
All right.
It does look good.
Thank you.
Looks like fall everywhere. All right. So what we got? We gonna make some people better?
What's that?
You gonna make some people better
Bro,
today?
yeah, we are actually. I actually did see this this post. I forgot who sent it to me. There was a dude, his best friend texted him every single day saying he was like, just texted, "You're a fat ass."
Yeah.
Dude lost like 300 pounds.
Yeah, shame works.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
It does. Yeah, don't text me.
Yeah,
No, man, but
I don't have to. I just reach outside, pull a leaf.
all right. Okay. It's Monday.
Yep,
We're making people better today.
we are.
We got some really good calls lined up, and let's get into it.
Cool. Let's do it.
Let's start. We're gonna give our good friend Angela a phone call.
Let's do it.
Let's give Angela a call.
Hello.
Hello, Angela. How are you?
Hey, how are you guys? I'm doing great.
I'm doing good. Where are you calling from?
I am in the Hudson Valley, New York.
Hudson Valley, New York. All right.
Hi, Angela. It's Andy.
Hey, Andy. Hey, DJ. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
What can we help you with today?
How do I get people to be at the same level as me that I don't want to lose, but because I trust them, but yet I want to say, like, I don't know. I've heard you say in the on your podcast. I think it's great advice how you say, like, if your employee, you don't just fire them, right? You kind of create that corporate culture, this and that. And I think I just need to know, like, I guess if people are making me, so to speak, empty promises, I guess it would seem, that they are like, oh, I'm all in, but then, they're not.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. Are you operating at the standard that you want them to operate? Honestly.
Oh, I would definitely say yes. I'm I was raised in businesses. I come from mom and pop shops. I own my own. I just recently retired from being a wedding DJ for over 20 years. So I've run my own businesses basically my whole adult life. So yes, I am the person that just goes and hardly sleeps. Okay,
but, let me ask you this.
Absolutely say yes.
Let me ask you this next. Do these people understand very clearly what's expected of them? And what I mean by that is, do you have a document that says this is what you are required to do, that shows them exactly what they're required to do?
No.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do. All right. There's going to be more after this. You need to make a document that says these are the expectations of what you have to do in order to work with me. And then you need to sit down with each of the people around you. And you have to say, now, are these people, you have employees? Is that what you're saying?
No, they are, yes and no. They're more like community friends, my friends.
Okay. So
based on like the capital that I have, it's more grassroots. So I rely on certain people that's been helping me through the years, but it's not sufficient enough really for me to keep continuing to grow at a level that I wish to grow at.
And these people are doing this for free?
I'm sorry.
These people are helping you for free?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not for free. I mean, there's perks to it. We do cross promotion of each other's businesses, and there's lots and lots of free cigars involved in it. I mean, it sounds probably lame, but they're not cheap. So there's lots of exposure in the community for their businesses, and when we host these events, there's they get the perks out of it.
Okay. So look, people are only going to do so much for cigars. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you want to be around people that hold the same standard as you are going to have to, one, live that standard. Okay. Two, when you get employees to help you, you need to make the expectations very clear. on a document, have them sign it, go with each point with them. That helps keep the expectations clear moving forward. And that's where I was going with that. But you're talking about something completely different, which is you're trying to figure out how your peer network group, how to get them to perform at a higher level. And that can only come from the inspiration that they feel on the inside. All right. There's no speech that you could give someone. There's no hype up that you can give someone. There's no way to drag them to be better. They have to want to be better. So if you want those people to get excited about being better, you are going to have to expose them intentionally to what it looks like if they were to run things at a higher level. All right. Because people have a very hard time visualizing and understanding what they're capable of if they've never seen it before. So my advice, if these people don't work for you, would be to find a similar business / organization that is doing the things that you want to do at a high level. I would show it to them, and then I would say, here's what we're trying to do. This is what we need to do. Here's what's possible. And you have to assume the role of leadership over them without you ever having the title of quote unquote the leader. All right. It's just pure leadership. So
yes,
you have to get good at showing them and communicating to them all the time what they could become if they did these things. Some of these people aren't going to do shit, okay? Because if they were, they'd already be doing it. And I don't want you to spend a lot of time trying to pull people down the tracks that are going to be comfortable. If these people are older, if they're, quite honestly, if they're older, they usually have accepted their place in life. It's very hard to take someone who's over the age of 40 years old and inspire them to become more, because by the time they are 40, they've already accepted where they are in life for the most part. And so they're not going to work very much harder. They're not going to believe that they can become all these things, because they're going to believe, falsely by the way, that they can't do these things because they don't have enough time. So
right.
You're battling a lot of challenges here. They're not your employees. They're not your actual team. It sounds like they might be a little bit older. I mean, there's a lot of things you're battling here, and I can appreciate the fact that you want better for them. But at the end of the day, you don't want to waste the time that you have trying to drag people that are never going to want to be better to be better. What you need to worry about is how you're going to be better. And if you become better and you elevate and you grow, those people will work to keep up. At least some of them will. And
yes.
And that's the best way that you could handle this if they're not your actual team. The other thing is like you mentioned, the trust aspect. You got to have boundaries, all right? And when people tell you things and then they don't do things, you have to hold them accountable. You cannot just let them go without saying anything, because they made an agreement with you. And if they make agreements with you and they don't hold up their end of the bargain, and then there's no pain, not even a conversation, then what's the incentive to uphold the agreement? There's zero. And you sound like a very nice person who probably doesn't confront them on these things. Is that an accurate assumption?
Somewhat, yes, because we're all from the same business networking group, and we kind of branched out on our own because certain groups you have to pay for, right? Certain of them were free. They meet in the community, this and that. And we all own our own small business, all of us. So that's why we kind of cross-pollinated. But I want to do so much more, because I've been starting to, interview like industry heads, other people, cigar makers and owners, and I kind of just want to go to the next level. So that's
then go.
can't always get there by myself. So I hear what you're saying.
Yes, you can. What do you mean you can't get there by yourself? Yes, you can.
I guess, yeah.
Dude, everybody who started in business with me back in 1999, I don't do business with a single one of those people anymore. I needed them then, and then they fell off. They didn't keep up. It's not like I didn't invite them to come. Like I told them, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. I shared that dream with every single vendor, with every single person I was around, and not a single one of them went with me. So I outgrew those people, and I found people that wanted to have the same ambition, goals, dreams, outcome that I had. And then when I created that outcome, those people were comfortable there. And then I wanted to keep going. So I escalated again. Like, dude, it's a great feeling, and I can commend your heart that you want these people to be the people that are going to go with you, but they're not. And they're giving you every single red flag that they're not. And you can't waste your life dragging people that are never going to figure it out when you have bigger ambitions. And if you really care about them and you really want them to become better, because I can hear it in your voice that you do, you've got to go become better and then turn around and look at them and be like, look, let me help you guys. So you can't wait for these guys. If you wait for them, you're all going to rot together.
Yeah, that's actually something I never really thought about, because I feel like in the community, I have like a certain reputation. People know me. They know me as myself, Angela. They know me as DJ Dolce, because I do, family sweet 16s, this and that, weddings. People know me in the community for over 20 years. So I feel like what you're saying resonates, because that's it. You hit the spot, like you hit that in my heart. I'm thinking like, I don't want to seem like, oh, well, I'm not, I'm going to diss my neighbor, and then everyone will be like, oh, what, like. What
happened to Angela?
I got to see, but I have to see.
Do you know why most people fail?
I'm not like dissing them.
Do you know why most people fail?
No.
Because they're loyal to the wrong people. They continue to be loyal to the friends from the neighborhood from 20 years ago. They go out and drink with them. They go out and hang with them. They get their small mind, hearing their small thinking, going in their head, and they never break free of that cycle. Those people from the old neighborhood, while they might be good people and you could still remain friends with them, I have not ever met someone who's successful and their whole team came from the old neighborhood. That's not reality, man. It's a pipe dream. Okay? I would love for all of my friends from high school and college to be sitting next to me. Very few are.
Wow, it's like deep. That's deep. I didn't think of it that way. I think I have to think of it a new way.
Yeah, you do. And if you don't, you're going to waste your life trying to pull people along that are never going to come.
Yeah.
That's real. Angela, we hope that helps, man. We really do.
Yeah, you kind of opened my eyes to a new avenue that I was like, didn't realize, because I don't want to be, I could, not to say mean, but I can be stern. Don't get me wrong. I get stuff done, but I guess I didn't want to, like Andy said, feel like I'm just, they were on the come up. They did help, like they get credit for where I'm at now, but then it's like, but then I really need to move on.
That's right. And by the way, Angela, they're welcome to come with you.
Yeah.
They're welcome to come. It's not that you're telling them they can't come. You're saying, Angela, I'm going to kick ass. If you want to come, let's go kick ass. If you don't, you be right here and I'll send you a Christmas card. I'll come see you once in a while, but I'm going to kick ass. So,
well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you calling in, Angela. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you guys. Love what you're doing. Love the pod. Love it.
Thank you, Angela. Good luck with everything.
Okay.
All
Thanks.
Right. Bye.
Yeah, dude, that's a hard thing, man. It's just big-hearted people, bro.
I know.
You want the best for everybody.
I know.
Man.
I do too. But I've learned that lesson the hard way, and it's cost me years of my life. And I don't want her to make that same mistake. Yeah. It sounds like she's already been putting in work for 25-something years. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't want to waste another 25 of people that don't want anything.
That's right.
And when you're in your 40s, and you have people who have kind of settled in, like, bro, not many people in their 40s are dreaming, right? They're trying to figure out how to pay their bills and pay for their kids and pay for their shit. They've already accepted their reality. And unfortunately, by the way, because you could change it And 40 is not that old, especially when you consider all the technology that's coming down the pipe. You guys might live to 200.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, man, we're on limited time and we can't afford to waste it trying to pull people along, and the right people will come along when you decide to go. But if you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for everybody to go, you're going to be waiting forever.
I love it, dude.
So I can empathize with her because we all want our friends to be successful.
For sure.
I would love for everybody that I've been good friends with my whole life to be on the same level that I am right now. You know, but for one reason or another, they're not. It's not like I said, hey, I'm going without you.
Yes, you stay over here.
Yeah. Like it was their decisions. And so I don't feel bad about that. You can't.
You can't feel bad about that, bro. Yeah. Fuck.
And by the way, I don't look down on people for that either. Like I don't look down on people's own decisions about what they made and say, well, that qualifies me to be friends with them or not. But, you know, when I'm running my life and I'm doing the things I do, you know, it requires a lot of time. And the time I want to have off, I want to spend with people that are like-minded and, you know, my family and my friends and people that are on the same mission as me. And that's what I want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's real, bro. That's real. I love it. Well, guys, Andy, let's get another question in. Question number 2. Brother, I am having trouble completing my power list on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. These days are insane for work at the studio. How would you go about this? It is not that I am unproductive. I am crushing my appointments and taking every walk-in. So I'm earning, but my power list is put on hold. How do we handle this weekend, bro?
You don't give yourself an option at all. Like, what does he do?
Doesn't really go into detail, but some type of work. I guess the weekends just get kind of crazy, and powerless fails Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, well, don't fail it. It's a non-negotiable. It's reality. Okay, so I don't really know how to answer that question other than you got to force it.
You don't even think about weekends as like weekends like that, though.
No,
I learned that every
weekends are fun. Dude, listen. Look, man. People get so irritated when you say this, but I am always speaking to high achievers. I am speaking to people with a different mentality than everybody else. Okay, and if you, let's just do the math here. Okay, let's just do the math. All right, you have 7 days a week. All right, but let's say you only execute 5 of those days. Right, that means you're only executing 70% of the time. That means 30% of the time you're not executing. Okay, so do you think that you are that good that you can excel at what you do when you are competing against people who are just as good, who are putting in 30% more time every single week? Okay, let's talk about what that means in a year. All right, what is that is 3.6 months of a year. So let's talk about it in that terms. Do you think that you are that good to where you could beat someone who's equally as good as you, probably better than you, by giving them an extra 3.6 months a year? It's impossible. It's mathematically impossible. And people don't think of it like that. Mm-hmm. They think of it like, well, it's the weekend. Yeah, man, those 2 days are costing you everything. You don't get it. Okay. And whenever you become someone who has some wealth and some resources and you're comfortable, then weekends, you know, you can make a decision about the weekends. You should make a conscious decision about the weekends, because if you choose to do that, you have to understand you're giving up that time. But my point here is that we have to be aware of the actual time. Now, I know this person is a little bit, the question was, I'm killing it. I'm so busy on the weekends, I can't get it done. Great. You still need to get it done. Okay, if you're able to get it done Monday through Friday, you're able to get it done on Saturday and Sunday. And at the end of the day, you know, it just comes down to forcing things. All right, things have to be forced. There is, you know, people talk about, well, I caught the momentum. You didn't catch the momentum. You are unaware of how momentum is created. And because you're unaware, you think you caught it. But momentum is actually created by forcing day after day after day after day until it becomes habitual. And then when it becomes habitual It feels like you have momentum because it feels easier. It's less painful. It's more automatic. And even when people are unaware of how momentum is created, they can still create it through force, but they think it's magic.
Yeah, right.
They think, oh man, I had the momentum came and got me.
Finally came.
Yeah. No, that's you made it. You're just unaware that you made it. All right. So there's all kinds of things, and it becomes a question of awareness. If you're crushing it so hard, then why are you concerned about your power list getting done? There are obviously some sort of contradictory information happening here. All right. Because if you were getting everything done on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then your power list, you not hitting it would be irrelevant, or you'd be hitting it automatically.
Yeah. You wouldn't be asking this question.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why?
Yeah.
What do you mean Saturday, Sunday, and you're so busy you can't hit it? What the fuck do you mean? If you're that busy and you're doing that much shit, aren't you hitting it automatically? Aren't you doing the right things? What I'm hearing here is, oh, I'm so busy with social things, and I got this barbecue, and I got this party, and I got this, and I'm getting my shit done anyway, but and that's what I hear when I hear that, because the question actually makes no sense. At the end of the day, here's the reality. If you off 2 days a week, you're automatically behind by 30%. It's math. All right. And that puts you behind 3.6 months a year. Let's just call it 4 months a year. And there's not a single listening to this podcast that can win against someone who's great or even equally as skilled, giving them a 4-month head start. It's impossible. So everybody should think about that, because there are these animals out here who work every day. You know how I know that? Because I'm one of them. All right. And there's a lot of like me. So when you look at everything that we've created, myself, my team, my brother, my business partners, everybody, the reason that exists is because of that 30% that we're willing to give that nobody else is. That's the truth. And nobody likes that. But, do you want it or do you not want it? And if you don't want it, that's okay. But you got to understand what it's costing you.
Bro, that's so real. It was making me think of this too. Like, bro, I'll never forget.
If you're broke, you can't afford to take the weekends off.
Can't take a 30% cut.
Listen,
no.
that is fucking it. If you are broke and you take the weekends off, it will never change. It will never, ever, ever change. Weekends are a luxury for once security is established. That is the point.
Dude. It's like you're taking 4 steps forward and then 3 steps back, man. Like, it's wasting time. But it made me think too, like, and bro, I will never forget this experience when we were doing cardio in the snow. Right? When you're doing something that nobody else is doing and you can look around and see nobody else.
That was on a Sunday.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a different perspective way of looking at it, man. Nobody else is doing it. So even if you got to tell yourself that lie.
Every time,
you know
listen, man, every time, when you scale out the big game of success in life, okay, it really does come down to math. It just really does. Nobody's that much more gifted than the other guy. Now, they can be more experienced, right? Like, I've got 27 years of real business experience. And if I go back to zero and I have to compete against day one guys, I'm going to destroy them. Okay. That's different. That's experience. But if you take my day one versus everybody else's day one, there's no difference. We're all idiots and we're all out here trying to figure it out. And when you consider the fact that people are generally, with exceptions, okay, very few, but generally around the same skill set, then what's it come down to? It comes down to time. And success over the course of a life is determined by the amount of time you're willing to take advantage of versus the amount of time the other competitors that you compete with do not. So when you stretch that out over 25 years, okay, and every week your competitor that started on day one, every weekend he's taking off. He's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this. By year 10, you're literally 4 years ahead of him because of the math. Okay, by year 20, you're 8 years ahead of him. By year 30, you're 16 years ahead of him. That's real math. Okay, and people just don't think about it like that.
No.
So, the reason that I'm as young as I am and have created the wealth that I have, which is significant, is because of that time that I was willing to take advantage of that they weren't. And that's why at my age, I'm much further along than I probably should be. Okay. But now I get the option to, and I've made sacrifices for that, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I missed out on for that. But now I get to do things that the other people don't get to do.
Because they're now trying to catch up.
Yeah. So there's, you got to understand, this is not, you're trading things for other things. And the other things I have now, I like more than the things I traded for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's it.
I love it, dude. I love it, bro. We got another call. We have another call. Let's get Jeffrey on the phone. Jeffrey.
Hello?
Jeffrey, what's up, my man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Yeah.
This is crazy. How
Yeah.
are you been?
Hey, man, I've been good, man. I can't complain. Got roasted on a little bit, but we're all good.
What's new?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Where are you calling from, man?
Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Okay. All right. I have never heard of
Central Wisconsin.
Okay.
So like right in the middle of the state.
Got it.
Cool.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I got
So what do you do up there?
I run a painting business.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is my 5th year. The company I worked for, I had kind of had the side gig, and then the company that I had worked for, they kind of did the whole crazy, you're going to have to get the jab. And I had a pretty big conversation with my wife, and we decided I got to take this full on because I'm not going to do that. And yeah, I've been looking forward ever since that.
Cool, man. So what kind of painting? Residential, commercial, everything? Mona Lisa?
Mostly residential right now. Painting, staining. Yeah, a lot of deck refinishing. Our climate up here is perfect for this business. There was an opportunity to get into it. No one wants to do that kind of work, and so I saw a market and kind of haven't looked back.
Cool. Well, what do you need help with, brother?
It's a moral dilemma, more or less. It's so obviously there's competition in the area, and there's a guy, I follow all the painters in the area, and I like to give him props and all that, but there's a guy I've lost jobs to that's dramatically like watering down the pricing in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And so he posts pics and on Facebook, a lot of them like post pics on Facebook, and he was showcasing a house that had definite signs of like lead paint, and there's really pretty strict protocol in how you remove and remediate lead.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he had it. The pics clearly show that he has it all over the ground. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Like, you get out of Stevens Point proper, and it's a lot of farmhouses, and you can see it's lead in the pics. It's all over the ground, and it's just like a big no-no.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a thing where I don't want to be that guy that, like, I don't want to say narcs on something like that, or do I call him and just be like, hey man, like, heads up, you'd go down forever. Federal government gets involved, like state government gets involved. He'd have to excavate all of that crap, and I mean, it would be pretty serious issue. The part though is, I mean, I want to grow, and I don't want to say I want to take out the competition because they're watering down pricing and all that. It's more or less, that's where I have this dilemma. I brought it up to my wife. She's actually the one that said, hey, this is like a perfect Ask Andy. And so I'm more or less just wanting to reach out to see, like, I don't know, how would you deal with something like that? Like, do I just let it be? And if the right person sees it, or I guess the wrong person sees it, and he gets, I guess, discovered.
Just a question, it's kind of unrelated, but are you losing business to this guy?
I have lost jobs to this guy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And like dramatic like difference. I've had like customers be like, "Hey, like you are a lot more expensive than this guy." And I pride myself on my craftsmanship. There's processes to every job. I mean, like whatever. It's a craft.
Yeah, you do shit right, and he doesn't.
And he's just slapping it on. It's
right. But let me give you a couple things here. One, you need to start, and if you're not, I'm just going to give you some tips here. One, you need to start positioning your service around doing it right and not having to redo it and actually being cheaper than using this guy who's doing it cheaply. So you've got to present your business as, yes, I am more expensive. However, you will not have to redo it after 2 years because you paid X, which actually makes this person more expensive than me. If you're not doing that, that's a big deal. Okay. So jot that down. Secondly, what I'm hearing is that you believe somehow that this is like bad karma to report this person. Is that correct?
More or less.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me explain something to you. That motherfucker's trying to take the food off your plate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. He would not hesitate to do that to you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And not only would he not hesitate to do that to you, you are actually protecting the homeowners by saying something about this. So I actually believe the bad karma is to not say anything and allow this guy to poison these people's property by doing the shit that he's doing. And so if your interest really is the customer, which I know it is, you just haven't thought about it this way, you have to protect them by doing the right thing. And the right thing would be to report him because he is poisoning these people's property, which is going to cost who knows what. Dude, maybe this makes their property unsellable. Okay, who knows? So, dude, I think you have a moral obligation to take care of that. And I understand you feel like, oh, well, I don't know, man, like that feels like the wrong thing to do, but that's just because you're thinking of it from your perspective, not from the homeowner's perspective. Okay. And you understand that it's going to help your business, which you probably feel a little guilty about. But remember, this dude's trying to take your shit. That's why he's pricing the shit the way he is. He's trying to take your meal. He's trying to take your house. Is this guy going to come pay your bills if he takes your shit? No. No, bro, he's not doing it. So this is a real competition, man. And I empathize with you because, dude, I'm friends with a lot of the people I compete with. And we definitely, but dude, the guys I'm friends with they're ethically solid people, right? So I don't have to worry about shit like that. But dude, trust me, when someone steps on my toes, bro, I will step on their throat. Okay? So that's just part of being in business, and it's required, and that doesn't mean I'm always excited about doing it, but it just means that that's what I got to do to protect what we got. So, and I know that, go ahead.
No, man, keep preaching.
Yeah. I'm just saying this is new for you, brother. So I can understand where you feel a certain way and you're not sure what's the right thing to do, but ultimately you are in the business of serving the people of your community and your town, and you cannot allow these people to be victimized by someone who's literally doing things that are going to cost them who knows what. Okay? Now, aside from that, make sure that you're presenting your product the way that I told you. Okay. Okay.
Definitely. And I've had to transition to that because it was like one after another, just like, well, I can't go with you because you're X amount more.
Yeah.
And so I have really shifted my estimates, my quotes, and like the first meetups with the customers, just saying flat out, like, there's processes to this. This is how I have to do it just so you get the longevity of my service. And so that I have seen like a positive outcome
Yes.
with that, but
Yes.
just over and over, this individual, and and I'm not making excuses for this guy. Times are tough, and people aren't wanting to spend a lot of money, and so it's almost like putting lipsticks on pigs and shit
Yeah.
when they want their houses painted. But
Dude, totally.
I don't know if I just need to shift, like, I guess, my customer base, but it's wild to post the pics and just be like, man, what the is going on?
Well, think about this too. Maybe you could offer levels to your service. Okay, we'll do this for X, we'll do this for X plus, and we'll do it the right way for X plus plus. Also,
Yep.
when I would meet with people, if I were you, I would start the conversation with, "Hey, we're not the cheapest, dude." And because here's the worst thing that can happen. You go through and you do all these quotes and you get all this shit lined out, you build this great rapport, and then you hand them a ticket and they're like, "What the bro?" So I'd buffer it straight up and say, "Hey, something you need to know about us is we're not the cheapest, but I'm going to look out for your best interests. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need. I'm not going to oversell you. I'm not going to undersell you. I'm going to stand by my work." And that's how I would start the conversation.
Yep. No, yeah, you are 100% correct there. Yeah, no, this is this is fantastic. I listen to you guys all the time. I share the show. My kid, I mean, big fan. My wife.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3 kids, 18, 16, and a 10-year-old girl.
Do they all live with you?
Right now they do. Yeah, my 18-year-old going to the community college, and he's working like pretty much full time.
Okay. Are you paying for his food?
What's that?
Are you paying for his food?
Yeah.
Okay.
As of right now,
okay.
Yeah. But he helps out a lot.
Listen to me. When you start to feel bad about having to do what the fuck you have to do because you have a good heart, I want you to look at your 3 kids and think about what the fuck they would look like if you didn't have food for them.
Yep. Andy, I needed to hear this, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I got you, brother.
No, man, like, honestly, just
that
please.
guy. All right?
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. Well, this is a good dude, bro.
Yeah.
So this is something that a lot of business people struggle with because they're good and they have morals and they have integrity. And unfortunately, in business, you have 2 kinds of people. You got people that want to do it right and honest, and then you got the people who know how to take advantage of people. And then when you're one of these morally good people, you start to think of irrational shit. You're like, I don't want to like put him out of business because then he can't do this, when that guy will cut your head off without thinking about it. And that's what will get you killed. It's just the same thing we talk about on CTIs every day.
Yep.
When we have these bleeding hearts for people who have shown over and over and over again that they are criminals and they will do bad things. If we continue to be ignorant about those things, they will kill you too. Okay? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, we have to come to reality. And in business, this is a struggle with a lot of people, because if you have integrity and you have good morals, you don't.
Most people.
Yes, you don't feel right like tattling on people and shit, you know. But like, dude,
shit.
I'll
call him for you, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
Yeah, I'll call him. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. No, guys, if you guys
Bro,
are
all you gotta
ever
do is go
randomly in the middle of Wisconsin, give me a call. You can come over. We will. That would be fantastic. But no, man, guys, I appreciate your time, your advice. You guys just please keep doing what you're doing. People need to hear your messages right now.
Thank you, brother.
It's spot on. The world's in a really bad spot, and I think people need to hear.
We're gonna get there, bro.
Guys.
It's people like you that are gonna change it, dude. Like you going out, creating your own company, showing your kids what it looks like to build something from scratch, showing them what it looks like to overcome. Like, dude, doing things the right way, like
doing
being
the right
cool.
thing.
Yes, bro. You're doing it, and that's what we need. So all of those platitudes are mutual. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, brother. 100%.
Yeah. No, man. thank you so much again. I mean, I could talk to you guys for hours, but I know you guys are busy. I greatly appreciate you guys taking my call. I mean, this is fantastic. My wife's gonna freak out, my boy too. So no, just keep being you guys. Thank you so much for all you guys do.
Jeff,
And
appreciate you, bro.
I needed to hear that. So thanks, man.
You're welcome, bro. We all struggle with that, bro. You're fine. Just go do what you got to do.
Yep.
All right,
All
Jeffrey.
right, guys.
Appreciate it,
Thanks
brother.
so much.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. People, it's funny. Like people don't think about it that way, bro. Like business is cutthroat,
I mean,
and the shit that some people will do to
look,
you over.
oh no, dude. Listen, there is respect amongst competitors that are above the table,
Mm-hmm.
and all the ones below the table, you got to crush.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. That's been the experience.
That's real, bro.
So,
That's
like
real.
that dude, and what I said to Jeffrey was true. That guy would take his house, he would take his truck, he'll take his food, he'll let his kids starve, probably take his wife. He gives no about you, man. And by you giving a about him, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Well, guys, Andy, that was 3.
Yep.
Nice and easy Monday, bro.
Yeah, it was. It was. All right, guys. Well, listen, we will see you tomorrow with CTI. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, make sure you get that Form Energy. Buy 2, share 1. That's how we're going to do it forever. So tag me in your shit. I want to see this. And yeah, man, let's go kick some ass.